Well, hello, everybody. I was absolutely exhausted after all of you fine people last night. I didn't get to bed till about 5:30 in the morning, and then I was back up to drop herself to work at 9:30. So, as you can imagine, pretty cream crackered. I have a few videos to make, right? And I've had a busy day. I was out cutting down wood, um, planting bamboo, cleaning my car, trying to rescue my other car. So yeah, I had a pretty busy day. And I went and picked her up. I was planning, go for a shower, chill out for a while, watch TV, make a couple of videos. I got very little sleep. Um, but then I said, you know what, fuck it, I'll just show them live here. Why not? Thought it'd be a bit more fun. So anyway, just by chance, I clicked on Judge Conlon's court, and whose beautiful face is up on the screen? None other than Jeremy Shue. It just saved the video, and now for some reason it's not coming up on my system here. Unsurprisingly, I have problems with my computer. Okay, I found it. Here we go. So we don't have Bob today,
reschedule.
Unfortunately. I think he was live earlier. Oh, wait, hold a while now. We do have the Nut Job, actually. I just remembered. He posted a video earlier today with me in it. And you know what? While we're just on that real quick, I'm just going to show it just to explain, because it's a problem with these guys, with all of these guys, it seems. And not just all of these guys, but also it was the same with the Flat Earth guys. It's the same with auditors. Like, I get it, right? Like this guy had a bad time as a child, right? I get that. But what is it with all of these guys bringing kids into it in a weird way, if you get what I mean? They all do it. Like, they all kind of jump to the gross, weird shit involving kids, if you get me. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys this. So it's entitled Creepy Clown on the Loose. So he's used my video, which is fine. I don't give a shit. I'm definitely going to cover this video. It's a female cop got arrested for DUI. I know, I'll get it up. There we go. Uber for Sharon or whatever?
Yep, that's me.
Get in.
No, wait, little girl, don't get into that Uber. That guy's wearing a horrible clown mask. He might be trying to steal you.
Uber. So again, yeah, that's my niece. I asked him if he was a fucking deviant. Why go straight to that? You're gross, dude. Somebody said, yes, I agree. With what exactly? With what? It's my niece. Do you know what I mean? It's not some random kid or anything. But anyway, that was about it, really. Yeah, my phone updated too, and it's gone weird, man. My phone's kind of old. I need to buy a new phone. This one's fucked. Yes, correct. Clowns do not need the prefix of creepy, because that's an absolute fucking given. So anyway, yeah, that was that one. So we got Jeremy Shue, and the judge says something really funny. He actually says a couple of funny things. Judge Conlon obviously is quite fun anyway, but he comes out with some pretty funny shit here. So let's have a look.
For a pre-trial, she scheduled precinct. Is he felt going to be you?
No, skipping through or skipping back to this. It's all over the place.
I gave you a diagram, if you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish it were in color, but since it's not, the dark area is his inclusion zone, meaning he can the tether, he has boundaries.
He can be there.
Right. And so, and I talked to Jeremy about this, and here's the question that we have to ask. He was confined to his home by you and Judge Simpson. Jeremy was under the impression, after speaking with tether people, that as long as he didn't leave the inclusion zone, he wouldn't be violated. And as you can see, I'd say 80% of the incursions are still within that zone. So the question that I have to you, Your Honor, is, I guess we just need a definite explanation. when you say when he's confined to his home, does that simply mean he can't step out of his doorway, or can he just be in this inclusion zone? Because if that's the case, I don't think he violated anything, because the signals that are outside that were for appointments, like for Social Security and things like that. Now, he did lose his phone, so he did step out of the inclusion zone, but he went back in when the buzzer went off. So, and this is what he's been arrested for. So what I'm asking, Your Honor, is to clarify, if he's home confinement, but he can be in this inclusion zone, I don't know why he was arrested, Your Honor. So I have to convince you to give this man a second chance, and then I have to convince Judge Simpson.
Let me interrupt you. Do you mind if I talk to your client?
Sure.
We have some history between us, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna say some things, and I'm gonna ask you some things, and I really honestly don't want you to take offense to them, because I want to sort of have a bit of a candid conversation.
Yes, sir.
So I want to remind you that I was fine with you leaving jail, and I may in fact still be fine with you leaving jail. But I have to tell you that there's a bit of a theory here. Do you know the cartoon Peanuts? Do you know what I'm talking about? Charlie
Yes,
Brown?
Yes, I do.
So here's the character. This is where I don't want you to take offense. So just bear with me as I describe this. You present a little bit like the character from that comic called Pigpen. Not that you're unkempt or you're dirty or anything like that, but if you remember what Pigpen looked like in the cartoon, he always had kind of a swirling cloud around him.
Yes,
And
sir.
so I let you out, Mr. Shu, and the problem is that like you kind of like you want me to believe you, and I kind of do actually, but then I don't know how to say this that's not unnatural, that doesn't include vulgarity, then all this other shit happens. And so like you're a smart guy, and you know, as you present yourself, like, you know, you need a wheelchair, but then part of the description in the violation report is that you were out jogging. I'm good for you if you're out jogging, doing physical therapy, but it's just these data points that are kind of all over the map, when I really want to just ask you to tone your life down a little bit, like pull it in so that I can believe you with confidence without all these other like things happening, or the allegations that, I mean, if we want to go back, like it's when you were going to the one facility and you wouldn't get out of the van, and like, I'm not, that has nothing to do with this case, and I'm not holding that against you, but it's just kind of another example where I generally want to believe in Jeremy Shu, and for some periods of time, I don't ever hear from you or see you, which leads me to believe you're kind of, you know, living your normal life and not getting into trouble. But then these other crazy things start happening. So I'm going to answer Bob Killowald's question. While I don't necessarily know a hard and fast answer to home confinement, meaning that I don't think it necessarily means you may not exit your home, like you can't sit on your porch, go out in your front yard or your backyard and let your dog out or that kind of thing. I would take home confinement generally to mean that you cannot leave your property boundaries, like your yard, your front yard, side yard, backyard, driveway. I don't see home confinement as including the the circle inclusion zone, which includes the entire neighborhood, basically. So that said, I'm not faulting you maybe for misunderstanding that. I mean, I don't know, because I told you I don't think there's a definition of what that means that's hard and fast. But what I'm looking for is kind of some assurance from you that if I let you out, and I don't know what Judge Simpson's going to do, but if we let you out again, how can we tone this down? Not so much like you're not upsetting me, like this is my job, but you want to live your life, and now you're back in custody. And so we don't want this to spiral downward. So what can we do to make your life more stable or more whatever?
The only thing that, and me and Mr. Killowall spoke. I'm sorry, I think I'm getting sick. Me and Mr. Killowall spoke. Can I address one comment that was made by Your Honor and it was stated the violation?
Are you blaming me for calling you Pigpen? Because I told you.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I I find that funny, and it does.
We all have those days, Mr. Shu.
Yes, sir.
I can inhabit that space as well. Look at
No,
Mr. Kilowatt. He's your twin that way too.
Thanks, Judge. I really, man,
Go ahead. I'm
it's been a
sorry.
rough
I
day,
interrupted.
man.
Go ahead.
I'm not mad at Your Honor.
Gotta
I'm not.
retire
I
one
don't.
of these
I don't.
days.
I don't hold no hostility. I understand your reference. The only thing that I'll say is me and Mr. Kilowatt spoke. My fiance lives at lot 320. I'm at lot 257. My fiance has been my caregiver for physical therapy. I was told by a physical
Blind Bob Show.
therapist that if I don't start working my left side, that my left side will possibly ostrify. I
think the word he was looking for there is atrophy, not ostrify.
that the inclusion zone, part of the inclusion zone that I was doing was as I was out walking, like as I came into court, kind of limping. If I don't work this left side, I'm gonna lose my muscle movement in my left side. The only thing that I would ask Your Honor to do is possibly include to where I'm allowed to go to my fiance's for physical therapy and possibly walk back and forth. When approved by the agent. I don't mean to do this at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I understand whatever time limit Your Honor gives.
So I'm sorry. Let me interrupt you to cut to the chase. So what is your address?
257, sir.
57. What is it? Creekside
Edgewood.
or
It's Edgewood.
Edgewood? And then what's her address?
Her address is 320, and I believe it's Rustic Lane, lot 320 Rustic Lane. It's literally like right on the corner of where Edgewood and Rustic Lane meet.
All right.
It's-
Mr. Emmons, I haven't heard from you yet. I mean, I'm trying to sort of come up with something. If I were to allow home confinement to include his residence and his girlfriend's residence with those two addresses, and he could travel between them at reasonable hours approved by probation on foot or in vehicle. What are your thoughts about that?
Couple things.
I don't know, that's not right.
Because I don't think he's been sent.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is community corrections.
And I
Yes.
wanted to bring that point up because I've talked to Mr. Levitt from Community Corrections about this. And in my discussions with him, again, you know my position when he was released the first time. I now look at Mr. Shu to continue on the film history with the Peanuts. I've always thought about him as the raptors from Jurassic Park testing the fences, continuing to push the boundary to see what he can get away with.
Like you could actually picture him kind of going like one of those little raptors. Like he looks like he'd have little claw hands. Just, am I right?
I talked to Mr. Levitt about this. It's not like
Yeah, man.
these two things were the only times that they've ever had contact with Mr. Shu. Mr. Shu knows the score. He knows what's required of him. At no point in time, at any time, was it brought up with Your Honor, and I very much doubt that it was brought up with Judge Simpson about inclusion zones and what that's going to attain. What we talked about was home confinement with the possibility that he could potentially go to these different appointments, right? And what do we have? We have him.
Irish Demon, you were in DeSanto this morning. No, she turned me down. Oh, that's a terrible joke. She always gets really nasty jokes from me. Like the time I called her Judge DeSanta. And I said, why do they call her Judge DeSanta? Because just like Santa, she only comes once a year. Oh, God. Yeah, I caught little bits of it. I was in and out of DeSanto's court today. I've actually got a piece of that to show you guys later. I'm going to make a creative video about a bit of teenage drama. And it was quite funny. 2 seconds there. We got a PayPal. Thank you so much, Josh, for the $10 super duper chat with no message. Thank you very much. And Motor Fister for $2 says, in the words of Walter White, say my name. Fuck yeah. Like the middle of his head looks like, and I don't wish to be crass here. It's like his mommy and his daddy, aka first cousins. While his mother was pregnant with him, I feel like his dad maybe went a bit too hard, and it resulted in that divot in his head.
All over testing those fences. throughout the entire period.
JD.
I know that Mr. Levitt has reached out to him and other people have reached out to him to remind him what the terms of his conditions are. To continue on the peanuts, I understand what the court wants to do. I just want to make sure that the court, that he doesn't take over the personality of Lucy and keep pulling the football.
That's a,
That's actually a reference I thought
I
was.
totally actually appreciated the Velociraptor allusion. Lucy thing, yeah, that's fair. All right.
I just want to make sure that if we're going to do this, that he knows what the score is.
I hope that you're hearing me say, Mr. Shu, like honest to God, I don't think Mr. Emmons is wrong.
No,
Like I don't think I'm going to tell you that you're too smart a man to extrapolate home confinement to inclusion zone. Like I'm not, but that said, I'm not faulting you for testing the fences, if you will. But I guess what worries me is that if Mr. Levitt kind of reaches out to you and is like, hey, Mr. Shu, get back in your house, and then it becomes a belligerence kind of thing, that's where this has to stop. So this is the points of reference, like when I'm talking about the chaos, because I mean, I believe you struggle sometimes with authority and or kind of contrary opinions to your own. And so I'm just telling you that
Throwing up
whether
a
it comes from
H-man
community
salute there.
corrections or me or whoever, like you're in the court's eye. And I want you to be successful. I know Bob Killawall does. I'm going to venture that Mr. Emmons does too.
I do too, sir.
So if we were to proceed, are you 100% clear when I say home confinement? That mean I would say this. I would define that as your front yard, backyard, side yard, driveway of your residence.
Yes, sir.
I would say that I would be willing, based on your physical therapy request, to include the interior of your girlfriend's residence. And I would include a direct path between your house and hers, whether that's a sidewalk or a street, that if part of your therapy involved walking, that you not stray or you not venture around it's not a different route every time. It is the most direct route between your house and her house. I'm willing to give that a shot and see.
I misread binged as banged.
See how that goes. I can't promise you Judge Simpson will feel the same,
Glasses.
but I'm telling you what my thoughts are.
So
I understand,
just
You're
to
right, back,
clarify
guys.
then,
Gotta go get my
Judge
glasses.
basically is saying his own property where the mobile home is.
Front yard, backyard.
And
side
nothing
yard.
changes as far as the hour before, the hour after, as far as those appointments for housing.
I'm not. I
Okay,
mean, as
and-
long as there's not a worry about that violation, but
Right.
if he needs to go somewhere, yes.
okay, and then the other exception is where he, the girlfriend's house for physical
Let's
therapy.
say during daylight hours,
Okay,
he may be between his house and his girlfriend's house with the address given. When he's there, like, I don't want this to be a situation where, I'm calling home confinement. If you need to be at her place, I guess I would rather she come to your place to help you with physical therapy. But if you need to go to hers, go to her residence, but be inside. This isn't you wandering around her yard to
Yes,
do
sir.
your work. So
I
if you
understand.
need to do more walking, do it on your own property. But if you need to be at her house, I'm going to say that's okay.
and Judge, can we define daylight hours, just so we're all clear, like what, from,
7 a.m. till 5 p.m.
okay, Jeremy, you got that?
Yes, sir. I got that.
Means no
Totally
overnights.
arbitrary, but there you go.
Judge, and let me just say this, Judge Simpson gave him a 365-day sentence, credit for 187 days. But he did say, depending on what you said, he would reconsider
And I'm
his
happy to,
sentencing.
I have to work this separate thing out because we're still pre-trial.
And did I hear
but-
you say you're gonna call Judge Simpson?
I'm not not calling Judge Simpson. I
Okay.
like Judge Simpson. I'm not going to not call him, but I'm not calling him to convince, but you can share with him because you're going to need to deal with this with him too, right?
I guess I'm gonna have to file a motion, and I know Mr. Emmons won't oppose it, I don't think.
Well, I'm not the guy. But it's
Oh.
just-
Well, we'll see what we can do. Jeremy, do you understand everything? Because
Yes, I
Jeremy,
completely understand everything. I would like to say something for the record. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Emmons, even. I understand the conversation that I had with Mr. Levitt when he put the tether on is I was informed by him, maybe rightfully, maybe wrongfully, that if I happened to step outside the zone, as long as when the tether beeped, as long as I was back within the zone, I was okay. The
But
other
Jeremy,
guy,
that's
I
not good
understand.
enough.
I understand. I understand that. The
You
other,
understand? You
I can
understand we have to convince Judge
everything.
Simpson.
Yes, I understand everything on record.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right, so I'm just making note that you can be released on PR in my case, that I'm noting home confinement defined as Shu's residence, girlfriend's interior residence, and direct walk between
Yes, sir.
the hours of 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And nothing changes as far as the.
Nothing else changed.
initial-
All I'm noting is home confinement is defined as. So I still have you back here on January 3rd for
Yes,
the
sir.
sentencing, and we'll go from there. Okay?
I'll see you then, sir. Thank you. Have a great Thanksgiving.
Yep, you too.
Oh, when's Thanksgiving? We don't have that here, obviously, because it's an American thing. But when is Thanksgiving? Anyway, so a couple of things. Michael John Dennis says he needs a shrink. What do you call a psychiatrist that does hip hop? Shrink wrap. I didn't know there was crickets in Ireland. The Rammer 69. Jesus Christ. Says that dent is from a penis push. Yeah, so when he was in the womb, it seems like his mammy and daddy, or his mammy and first cousin, got up to a bit of how's it going. The only error with that is kind of like what Cloud Illusions is saying here, that somebody has really bad aim. See, the fact of the matter is Jerry Shu. Yeah, why not? Jerry Shu was actually birthed anally. Oh, wait, no, okay, that's still absolutely perfectly possible. I've seen the videos, that exists. Anyway, good to see you, Shan. I hope you're feeling better. When is Thanksgiving? Next Thursday. Cool. I'm gonna have to catch up with that because I've never done a Thanksgiving before. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll start saving up all of my my toll booth coins, and I'm gonna fly over to the US next week for 1 day and 1 day only to celebrate Thanksgiving. That's the plan. Let's make it happen. Woman, start collecting all the coins. We'll be going the long way around for the next few days. Yeah, fucking tolls are expensive here, apparently. Yeah, no, absolutely a butt, baby. There's no question about it. So yeah, we got it all here in this one. The judge saying, and then this shit happens, which is hilarious, by the way. Oh shit, Michael O'Murphy is in the house. I better behave myself and not mock Jose Maria de Castro. Why can't you play basketball with a sob sit? They're always traveling. I love it. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I don't know. Fuck it. How much is a flight to America? Hold on. It's about 500-600 quid. 50 cents. Another 50 cents. €1. And 5 cents. Can't use those anymore, I don't think. We're only about $1,000 off. Somebody get that fucking turkey cooking. How long does it take to do the turkey? It's supposed to be the same as a Christmas turkey. How can you have turkey like I don't eat turkey really, to be honest. But like turkey twice in a month, that's a bit much, man. That's a once a year kind of thing for me. Yeah, it is cheaper to FedEx yourself. Absolutely. I see, that's the thing. I don't know if they're going to let me in this time. Because the last time the TSA pulled me in, was that the last time or the time before? I've been there a few times recently. And the last time the TSA knew who I was when I pulled up. Wait, no, that was the first time. No, that was the second time. Yeah, it was the second time. It was the time I went to Kentucky. And yeah, the TSA pulled me in. Or was it when I went to Boston the first time? I can't remember. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, TSA pulled me in. They knew who I was. Somebody tipped them off saying that I was going to America to cause trouble. So it was either one of those two, because to be fair, both times I was going there to cause trouble. Anyway, I'm telling you one thing. I'm one happy man that agent did not give me a behind investigation. You know what I'm talking about? Dude had fucking hands like King Kong. He would have ripped me in half from a V to my A. Wait, from a P to my A. V to the A is girls. Yeah. Yeah. That happens sometimes, apparently, when some ladies, when they have babies, everything just. And then I'm being told, oh, will you be in the room when we're having our baby? I'm like, fuck no, I'll be across the road in the pub with my dad. Hell no, I'm not going to be in the room. God damn. That's the last thing I want to see, to be fair, is somebody developing a vaginus right in front of my face. Not sure how we got onto this. I love chicken wings. Not so keen on turkey wings. They're too big. I got duck wings from the Chinese restaurant one night. They were fucking gross. They were like rubber. It was awful. Cavity search that tickles your tonsils. Absolutely. Absolutely. Although doing it with the TSA is good because at least you don't have to pay. So, yeah. Right. I'm not going to stay on too long now tonight because I overdid it last night and I'm fucking struggling from it right now. And all day today. Yeah. I couldn't do a whole lot of interesting stuff today. How many kiddos do you have, Irish? I have none. I have no kids that I'm aware of. You know, the late noughties were pretty wild, so I don't know. There was that couple of weeks in Germany. There could be a lot of little German demons running around the place. 2 seconds here now. Just got a message. Thank you so much for the PayPal. Who was that? Trudy. Thank you so very much indeed. $5. That's awesome. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Let's fly to America for Thanksgiving. Who's gonna have me to their gaff for Thanksgiving? Actually, this is dangerous talk because I might just fucking do it. That's the problem. That is the problem. If I hadn't pumped so much money into my bikes and my car over the past couple of months, I actually would just do it. I'd fucking go just for a day or two just to see how it is. I don't feel too bad. I'm just tired, just exhausted. I actually had a really busy day, but I feel like I got nothing done. So we straight up thrashed, and I mean fucking thrashed the kitchen last night. Because in fairness, I hadn't really eaten anything all day. And then finished up here last night, was exhausted, had a couple of beers, relaxed, watched TV. I was getting hungrier and hungrier. And I had like a pick of something, a pick of another thing. Before I knew it, the fucking whole kitchen was thrashed. Like absolutely thrashed. And when I got up this morning, I was like, what the fuck happened in here? Like, what happened in here? Because I'm a very tidy person. I don't like mess at all. And when I cook, I always clean as I go. My dad taught me that. My dad's a chef. So he taught me that, like, clean as you go. Don't make any mess. Just clean as you go. I got up this morning. I walked into the kitchen. I was like, what the actual fuck happened in here? And there was just random plates and stuff everywhere. I was like, did somebody break into my house and have a picnic last night? Like, what the fuck? Natalia says, hi, Irish Demon. Hey, Chad. Came in at some ladies. Yeah. Fuck yeah. But yeah, so the whole place was fucking trash. And I was like, I know I did it because I was like, that's half of the thing that I started to eat. That's half of the other thing I said. I was delirious. I was fucking delirious last night, but it was worth it because I had a great time last night. It was really, really fun. Yeah, there was definitely a bit of sleep cooking. Like, technically, cannabis is illegal here in Ireland, but every now and again, if the mood takes me, it's rare enough, I'd have a bit of the old jazz cabbage, the Caribbean cabbage, and when I do that, which is rare because I don't have a high tolerance at all, I have no tolerance whatsoever. I get weird munchies, and it's like constant. And I don't eat a whole lot. I'm not much of an eater anymore. But yeah, I fucking trashed the place. And then this morning, came home. It was a beautiful day outside, like a little bit chilly, but really sunny, gorgeous day out. And I grabbed the dogs, grabbed my rifle, and headed down to the fields behind my house looking for pheasants. So I'm walking along anyway, having a good time. There was no pheasants out, so I just did a bit of target practice, let the dogs run around a little bit. I came home and the kitchen was clean. Completely clean, like immaculate. I know I'm here on my own. So I'm thinking maybe the house, what's it called? The housemaid or whatever that died in this house fucking 250 years ago or whatever it was. She was murdered in this house, in this very cottage. Maybe she came back cleaning up. It kind of spun me out. I was like, what the fuck? So I was talking to my mom earlier. I was like, Mom, something really weird happened in the cottage today. And she was like, I don't want to know. I was like, no, not that kind of weird. I was like, something weird happened. And I explained to her how last night after the show, I was deliriously tired. I was watching some random movie in German and I trashed the house. She was like, what do you mean you trashed the fucking house? I was like, Mom, I trashed the house. She was like, please explain how you trashed the place. I was like, oh, eating, like, see, I don't keep a whole lot of food in the house for two reasons. Number one, because I know I'm going to binge. And if it's not there, I don't care. Number two, I don't eat a whole lot at any given time. So things just get wasted and I end up throwing it out. So I stop filling up, stop doing a big shop. I don't need to. Got no kids or anything. So it's not like I need to always have like a big shop done. And myself and my best buddy there, we often just go off for a spin on the bikes and eat out or whatever. You know what I mean? So basically, I was kind of throwing different things together and hoping it would work and kept not working. So I was literally cutting potatoes at fucking 4:30 in the morning to make homemade French fries when I realized I had no oil and I had no salt. I ran out of salt, and that's a rare thing. You think to yourself right now, when's the last time you actually ran out of salt? Right? It's rare. But anyway, I said to Mom, I was like, Mom, I went out with the dogs, did a bit of target practice. We have a big old fig tree down there. I was checking the figs to see if they were ready to go yet. Was having a look at the apple tree is gone all fucked up. And that was it. I was just cruising around. I went down and checked on the calves, see how they were doing. I was like, Mom, I came home and the fucking kitchen was cleaned. She was like, what? I said, I swear to God. She was like, were you at home on your own? I said, yep. And I was only gone for a half an hour, maybe 45 minutes at the most. The whole kitchen was spotless. All the plates were washed. And they were put back up on the rack the way I do. I'm very particular about that. I got a bit of OCD. Like legitimately do, but it's very mild. But all of the dishes were stacked the way I like them stacked. I always wipe down the counter. Like I always have my kitchen immaculate. It might be a bit untidy at times because I've got a very active house, you know what I mean? Especially when I've got like what you call them? Nieces and nephews and shit running around. They wreck the place. No big deal. And I couldn't figure it out. I was like, what the fuck? And I said it to my mom. She was like, are you sure nobody else was at home? I was like, of course not. Like, I know if somebody else was at home, you know? And she was like, hold on a second. You were on the phone to me earlier. Like, I had rang her like 2 hours before that. By something my mom talk all the time. She was like, you were on the phone to me earlier, and I'm pretty sure I heard pots and pans and plates and shit while you were talking. I was like, oh, yeah. I was actually completely on autopilot washing the dishes with my headphones on, talking to my man. And I completely forgot that I cleaned the whole house. Not only that, right? But this is how deliriously fucking tired I was earlier. I'm not too bad now. I walked into my bedroom, and the way I have my bedroom set up is all about comfort and coziness, right? So I've got like kind of burnt orange walls. Oh no, kind of like dark red with burnt orange features, and I love candles and all that kind of shit. And so I went in for a shower. I put the heater on full blast in my bedroom because I hate getting out of the shower and getting cold. And I'm sitting on the bed in my towel, and there was a beautiful smell in the room. And it wasn't just me. It was a candle. This bright orange, delicious candle. It smelled really nice. And I kind of looked over the candle. I was like, where the fuck did that come from? Right? Because it was like really messy looking. And I first of all, I don't remember lighting any candle at all. I lit some in the kitchen, as I always do. I love coming in. I love, because I do the same thing every morning. I get up, I put the kettle on, make myself a cup of tea, always tea to start off, throw on my boots, and I take the dogs out for a walk. But before I leave, I light a nice smelly candle in the sitting room and I turn the heating on. So when I come back, it's warm and it smells nice and it's inviting, especially this time of year. And so I remember doing that, but I didn't remember lighting a candle in the bedroom, right? Easy enough, you might say. Okay, yeah, people forget lighting candles, no big deal. But the big deal was I've never seen this candle before in my fucking life. Never before seen this candle. And I could not for the life of me figure out where it had come from and that I'd lit it. And then I was sitting on the couch. I was watching a movie, just relaxing. I was lying back like this. And then it just clicked. Oh, yeah, I made that candle this morning. I made the fucking candle at about 9:30 this morning. I just got a notion. A video came up on YouTube, how to make your own candles. I was like, oh, I've got all that shit that I need to make that old smelly candles, leftover ones that the thing's burnt out of. I have the cotton string. And all you do is dip it in, dip the string in and dip it in water to cool it, dip it again. Well, there you go. I made a fucking candle at 9:30 this morning and I don't even remember it. I had no recollection whatsoever. I was thinking, did I fucking take something last night? Because my tooth was hurting me. I need to get my wisdom tooth pulled out. And I did take 2 paracetamol, which is just like non-reactive painkiller. Like it doesn't do anything, like doesn't make you tired or droopy or whatever. Drowsy. Droopy. It's a good thing I said droopy. I was going to say sleazy. I don't know why I was going to say sleazy. But anyway, so it wasn't that. I was thinking, I do a little bit of foraging and, you know, a bit of hunting and stuff like that. Not a whole lot, like. And sometimes I do find mushrooms and eat them. It's kind of a bit of a luck of the draw thing. I don't even look up what they are. I like to live dangerously. Not true. I absolutely do not do that. But we had some chanterelles and stuff like that. I was thinking, did I maybe have a mushroom that I shouldn't have had? Possibly. But no, it literally was just pure exhaustion. That's exactly what this was. So it started. What I found though, somebody else was talking about being on autopilot. Lindy Lou was saying about being on autopilot when you're exhausted. And what I found though is when the fog starts to lift, you start to remember everything then. And that's exactly what happened. So I was just like, oh my God, I took Ambien. When did I take them? The second time I was in Boston, I had I think I had pneumonia or something. I took Ambien. No, I've never had that in my life. So I took 2 or 3 of them because the guy in the chemist told me that that'll help me feel better because it'll help me sleep because I couldn't sleep with the coughing. So I took 2 or 3 Ambien. I fucking, oh my God. I couldn't move. It was brutal. But anyway, there you go. So yeah, it was just pure exhaustion. It happens to me from time to time. I do suffer with quite a bit of insomnia. So I'm used to only surviving on a couple hours a night, like maybe 3-4 hours a night. But to be honest, it does catch up with you. It really, really does. Yeah, 2 or 3, the big blue fuckers knocked me straight out. They did. Oh yeah, I gotta show you some stuff back here on the wall. Oh, I'm trying to remember now who sent what because there's so many different beautiful signs. So yeah, I collect Harley Davidson stuff, especially vintage Harley Davidson stuff. So if anybody wants to send me any stuff like that, I'll pay for it, no problem. Just rare stuff would be really, really cool. I can't remember who asked me about it yesterday, but somebody asked me about getting a hoodie from Harley Davidson in Fargo. I think that's Fargo in Minnesota. I would fucking love that. I would absolutely love that. Like this one was sent to me. Actually, you know who gave me this one? This shirt I'm wearing right now. The Harley Davidson. I actually don't know which one this is. Woodstock, Illinois. Do you know who sent me this one? Who gave it to me? So do you remember? Oh, North Dakota. Yeah, I knew it was somewhere up that way. Anyway, Chad Goo's old boss, the old chief of police there in what was the name of the town Chad's from? Anyway, Chad Goo's old chief of police gave me this when I went to Kentucky. So there you go. This is actually my favorite shirt because I love long sleeve shirts. Because it's like I don't like to be too warm all the time. So it's nice. Pam Wagner, that's right. Good old Pam. She was lovely. She's so lovely. But anyway, yeah, so that's who gave me that. So there you go. Right. Anything else before I go? Yeah, just chattering tonight. I was going to do a proper show tonight, but I'm absolutely fucked. I'm so tired. Like I'm going to finish this. I've run myself a warm lavender bath. So I'm going to go have a bath, relax, watch some nice videos, that kind of thing. But I'm actually thinking about doing a proper. Hold on. You have an unopened can of beer from 1991, the year I was born, for Harley Davidson 50th anniversary. What? Are you shitting me? That is so cool. Now that I would love to see. Could you send me a picture of that, Sandy? I would absolutely love to see that. I love signs. So I've actually got some lovely ones back here. I have the 1934 Indian one. My other ones, there's some over there. There's some gun ones. Harley Davidson Racing one back there. Another one fell down. My wall gets really, really cold. Something fucking bit me earlier. Can you guys see that? See that right there? When I was out walking around with the dogs, shooting a bit earlier, something fucking bit me on the tit. Can you see it? Right there. Can you believe that? It's like I know it's like a horsefly or something. Fucker nailed me good. I was just standing there and it was like, ooh. It just pinged me, and it just pings you. Anyway, I'll ask my mom there later. Yeah, Demon Army email. I'd love to see that, Sandy. That'd be so cool. Right. Before I go, I want to tell you guys about my new project. So I'm starting a new channel. I'm actually starting a few channels. Everything's in motion now. It's just taking a bit of time to get there. So one thing I love doing is trading. I love bartering. See, like where I live, it's quite a rural area. And most people around these parts are quite well off because it's an expensive part of Ireland to live in. However, right. I am feeling still a little bit out of it, to be quite honest. But around here, people love to barter and trade, right? So if I need something and my friend has it and I have something that he needs, we'll barter and trade. It's very common practice around here. So I used to love this show called Trading Up. And you've all seen those videos where it's like, I started with this penny and I ended up with a house, this kind of shit from trading up and all that. So I'm going to be starting doing that just for fun. That's all it's going to be. So I was thinking, I want to try 2 projects, right? The first one's in person. So I'm going to literally go 2 people and be like, what will you trade me for this thing? And film the whole experience. And I'm going to do the same here online with you guys using my PO box. I think that will work. I don't know if it will for sure. I feel like I look tired. I feel tired and feel like I look tired. So here's how I was thinking we could run it together, right? So all of us, I think it'd be a bit of fun for everybody, right? Let me think now. What's the best way to do this? Like, see, the main one is going to be doing it in person here in Ireland, right? But I'd love to do like a digital ways. I just thought it'd be so much fun to do. So the way I was thinking about it is, right, I will fucking I will open the floor right now, okay? I'm here in my studio that some of you guys might like to have. Let me see. Yeah, that's right. So the product size thing was a bit of a problem in my head. So I have a system that I think might work. I have a few ideas of how we could run it, but we'll work it out as we go, right? What do I have? Oh yeah, if anybody wants my PO box, hit me up on that same email address, irishdemonarmy@gmail.com, or on Instagram or on Discord. Email is the best though, because it's easier for me to find things that I need to find, right? So yeah, we'll work it out as we go along. I think we can make this work. Yeah, I just think it would be a lot of fun. So here's how I'm preliminary idea of how we're going to do this, okay? So I'm going to find something in my studio or in the house right now, right? So in a few minutes, I'm going to find something. And I'm going to offer that up for trade to you guys, right? So the whole purpose of it is it has to be something that is either equal or of more value. Right? That's how that works. Okay. Sorry, my brain is frying here now, even thinking about it, but we'll get there. Okay. So I pick an item and I'm going to show you guys the item, right? And I'm going to give it a couple of days to decide what I want to trade that item up to. And so what I will do is I'll get you guys to then send submissions. Okay. So you'll know what the product is. Have a look around, think, okay, what would be fun to swap? Now don't go crazy. Don't be like, I'll give you this car for it. Or, well, fuck it, do whatever. Car for fucking bathwater, that'll do. No, but seriously, have a think. Be like, okay, what can I trade? Not only that I would find fun or would look fun on a video, but also that somebody would want. You know what I mean? That somebody would want to trade for, because the first few ones are always a bit of fun. Like, I'll trade you this stick for a pen or whatever. Like, that's easy. It's when it gets to the bigger things that it's like people actually want to trade things that they actually want to own. Right. Let me have a look around my studio here now. And I will see what I'll start off with. Like, I could go all out and go with the cast iron Harley Davidson motor oil sign. No, that would be too much. And I can't give away that Irish flag because that's traveled all around the world with me. I have an Ohio flag, I think it is, and a US flag, and a Chicago flag. Let me see. Oh, for the newbies, let me show you something that I found while I was doing up my studio. Now, some of you guys will recognize this straight away. Some of you will not have seen this ever, because this is kind of a throwback to my flat earth covering days. Who remembers this hat? My pin hat. That's the other thing. If anybody's ever sending me anything to the PO box, I'd love a pin from wherever you're from or something that you find interesting. That'd be really, really cool. I used to collect pins. I haven't done it in quite a while now, but so that's my pin cap. I want to cover this in pins. So if anybody wants to send me a pin, I can send you the what you call it, the PO box or whatever. I'll be getting a new PO box. I just haven't gotten around to it. Let me see. I know something I can send you, not for trade, just so you can have. What's your PO box? Glitterfart, if you send me an email, irishdemonarmy@gmail.com, I'll send you my PO box. I have to kind of copy and paste it because it's quite complex for some unknown reason. But I need to actually go to the post office and get a proper PO box I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I just haven't had the chance. So yeah, no, definitely. I'll send that on to you if you drop me an email. So anyway, let me find something in here. See, these are all my good pins, my NASA pins, Fort Worth pin. Somebody sent me a Scouting Australia pin. This pin's very important to me. This one with the little flowers. We each got one of those at my cousin's wedding for my late aunt. That was one I got in Hong Kong. NASA, SpaceX. Somebody sent me a Fuel staff photographer one, and the Ireland and Australia flag, and the Ireland pin. There we go. All right. So, something from the Indianapolis Speedway. Hell yes. That is so cool. That is so cool. Okay. Old fishing reels would be really, really cool. I love old tools and fishing stuff. I have so much stuff everywhere. It's actually ridiculous. I'm a bit of a hoarder, but I'm a very tidy hoarder. Okay. This pin that I have right here. Excuse my filthy hands now. I was gardening as well earlier, but this is my Irish pin. Not my Ivory Coast pin. Wait, no. That was the right way the first time. That's my Irish pin. That has traveled all around the world with me. I've had it for years. So that is going to be the first trade. And I'm comfortable doing that because I have my other one that traveled with me here, the Aussie and Irish one. So that's going to be the first trade. So here's what I want people to do. If you want to do this project with me, because I just think it will just be a bit of fun, right? Like I haven't even figured out what I want to trade up to yet. So if somebody wants that, right? Send me an email with what you would like to trade for this, okay? And then when that trade is done, so don't be offended if I don't pick your thing, because I'm sure I'll get a few offers of different things, right? Once that trade is done, I'll then put up the next one and so on and so forth. So what should we aim for? What should we aim to swap up to? I think that'd be really cool, man. Gnomestead, Alaska off-grid. Would you wear a pointy winter gnome hat? Is that is it made out of like what's that stuff called? Man, my head's not working. Like felt? Is it a felt one? That'd be really cool. You have a Darth Dawkins squeak toy. How is that even a thing? That's awesome. A log cabin. Oh my god. Oh yeah. I've got the perfect thing. I have the perfect thing. My buddy Roy, he's big into like log cabins and tiny homes, right? His friend builds tiny homes, and he's really good for trading and stuff like that. I've traded him stuff before. Let's do that. Let's go for a tiny home. Right, we're going to go from this pin to a tiny home. And here's the kicker. Because like I've loads of space to park it on this beautiful land that I have here. So here's the kicker. If we make this happen, I'm going to hold an open party here on the land and give you guys like 6 months notice so you can come along and join us, right? Every person that I trade with, right? Every lucky person that is selected, not the person, it's the item. So no matter how many it takes, each and every one of you will have the opportunity to come and actually stay in the tiny house. That is awesome. I would fucking love that. Matches cabin with a Viking drinking horn would be fucking awesome. Party in Ireland. We'll have a big fucking party. Chili's invited. I invited Chili to come fight me in that barn over there. I told him I wouldn't even stream it or anything. I couldn't do that, like, you know what I mean? That'd be child abuse because he is child-sized. As I remarked before, this is actually Chili's old motorcycle right here. He gave it to me because he was too small for it. So there you go. Right. So get those emails coming. Have a good think about what you got there. You'd like to trade for this. Then I'll tell everybody what one I picked and we'll trade that up for something else and we'll keep going and going and going. And I think when we get to the bigger items, that'll probably have to be done here, I guess. But we'll figure that out when we get there, if we fucking get there. I don't even know if we get there. Fleece was the word I was looking for. Is it fleece? No, felt, isn't it? Felt is made out of like rabbit fur and shit like that. I saw your response there. What the fuck was that? Ow. What is that? It's either a fly or a big spider just went up my fucking nose, man. I feel attacked with all the short comments. I am personally attacked. Good evening, Seashell. What kind of parrot is that? I can't see the little picture. So yeah, get those ideas coming in. Hold on, I got a PayPal from somebody. Oh, from Teresa. Great to see you. Teresa says, great to see you 2 days running. Always finding myself smiling or laughing when watching you. Teresa, that's my absolute pleasure. It really, really is. You know, if Chile went to Ireland, he'd find a way to either damage a hawthorn tree or disturb a mound. See, when I was walking down through the land earlier, I was looking around for nice timber, just small bits, because I like to do a bit of whittling and I haven't done it in quite a while. So I was like, yeah, get a nice little bit of wood to do some whittling. And then I got sidetracked and was looking at birds and shit like that. And I was walking along and I kept seeing like, you know, fairy trees, like there's white thorns, there's hawthorns, there's blackthorns, there's holly trees. You don't fuck with holly trees either, like all that kind of stuff. And I was walking along, I was thinking, you know, as much as I'd be the first one to go, it's a pish og, like it's an old story, it doesn't mean anything. It's only, you know, people back in the day trying to explain away things that they didn't understand, etc., etc. So you ask any Irish person on the street, do you believe in fairies? Do you believe in the fae folk? Do you believe in banshees? Do you believe, no, of course not. Then follow it up with, would you cut down a fairy tree or would you plow up a fairy fort? Fuck no. Hell no. Because just in case the fuckers are real, I'm not chancing it. No, but no Irish person will fuck with a fairy tree or a fairy fort. There was a huge, huge debate over this in the Parliament, in the Dáil, as we call it. They were building a new road, multi-million dollar fucking highway thing, or whatever it's called. And right in the middle of it was a fairy mound with a fairy tree on top of it. They had to spend millions of euro to go around the fucking thing. I swear to God. Look it up. It's a big part of our culture, though. It'd be a shame to just barrel on through it. Kenya Brown, great to see you. Yeah, you don't fuck with the fairies, man. You don't fuck with the fairies. Fairy tree depends on its position and species. So a fairy tree could be an oak, could be a blackthorn, whitethorn, hawthorn, or a holly tree. There's a few different ones, but it just depends on where they are. I'll walk around the farm here maybe tomorrow if the weather's good, and I'll show you some of the spots around the farm. Sadly, I can't do it live because there's no phone signal here at all, because of the fucking fairies. But anyway, so that's what we're going to do. This is the first trading up thing that we'll do. And anybody who gets a trade, we're going to fucking party over here on the farm. Hell yes. Park up the tiny home out there. And maybe if we get one on wheels, take it on tour, do videos in it. That'd be fucking awesome. It'd be so much fun. I mean, insurance and stuff is already scaring me, even the thought of it, but fuck it, who cares? We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. But anyway, let's do that. So get those emails coming in. If anybody wants the P.O. box, let me know. I'll email it back to you. Email me, irishdemonarmy@gmail.com. I might take a spin out there to the P.O. box now. Something landed in there today. Would you believe, Lindy Lou? Hold on. Where's my feckin' Uggs? Oh, I left them out in the kitchen. I wear genuine Ugg boots every day. Actually, let me show you this, Lindy. You might like this. This sheepskin it's all stained and stuff now. I got it from the Ugg factory in Australia. No shit. It's beautiful. It's so soft. Fluffies. I got it for the dogs. They love it. Some people think it's gross, whatever. I like animal hides and stuff like that because I think it's a waste. So much of it gets thrown away and destroyed. It's such a fucking waste. This is kangaroo hide, or as I like to call it, a velociraptor. This is a rabbit hide. I got this one. I just love the pattern on it. Isn't that beautiful? It's so soft. Oh my God. That's going to be a pair of gloves or a glove, I think. It's not as big as I thought it would be. I've got goat hides. I've got all sorts there. No. So when it comes to the trading up as well, right? We will put a time limit on it, okay? So we are on, so today's Wednesday, the 15th of November. We'll give it till Friday, right? Friday will be, Friday. We'll give it to Friday. I'll pick one by Friday, and then we'll set that up, and then we'll go from there, and so on and so forth. Moose hide is very hard to deal with. I've never dealt with moose hide. You know what I'm dying to get my hands on? Cannot get them in Ireland. I don't know where to get them in Ireland, and I'm very weary about buying hides online because I've had bad experiences every single time. They've never come out well. But I really want to get a reindeer hide. They are the softest hide. The fur is magnificent on it. I really, really want one. But there's a couple of websites, but I just don't trust them. I don't know why. So up for barter at this present moment in time is this. This is my pin. It's traveled all over the world with me. Like the white in the middle is even gone a bit yellow. It's that old. This, like, it's not old, but it's, God, I've had this years. But I'm more than happy to trade it up. That's a perfect one. I just spotted it on my hat, and I've had this hat since the day I started this channel. Yep. It's actually, like, if you look at the Irish Demon logo, that hat on the logo is this hat. This is the original hat. Now, that being said, let me show you my horny hat. Oh, my house always smells like leather. Not lately. I haven't been able to do leather work. I really fucked up my middle finger. It's all bent and swollen and shit. So I can't really do leather work at the moment. Possum skin. That Australian possums or American possums? Give me 2 seconds. I will be right back. So this is the other hat. Sorry, there's dust coming off it now. This is the hat from my logo, basically. So I thought people might like to see that. Oh, that'd be fantastic. If you can, let me know. I'd gladly pay good money for one of those. So yeah, New Zealand possum. I did not know that was a different thing. I really didn't. Santa has a good supply of reindeer hide. Oh, I'll be waiting for the fucker on the 24th, man, at midnight. I'll be out here with my shotgun. A punt gun. Take all the fuckers out at once. You guys together really make me laugh out loud. That makes me so happy. It really, really does. Are those real ram's horns? No, these are they're made of foam. It's really, really cool. This is going to drive that other guy fucking nuts when he sees me with this horny helmet on. Paul Rumor Fraser for £5 says, "Hey, YouTube world, hit the like button, playboys." Hell yes. Now, I would love to do one of the trades with you, Paul. So that way I can fly over and see you and do a trade. I think that'd be amazing. Only an Irishman can really tell Raven what a red cap is. Oh, are you talking about red cap like a leprechaun red cap or like a fey red cap? Squirrel Master has been a member for 12 whole months now. Cheers to a year. I have no booze in the house. All of my money has gone into business, cars, and motorcycle repairs over the past 6 weeks. I'm about to lose my Irish passport because I have no whiskey in the house. To be fair, my friend Roy drank all my whiskey, so that is not my fault. Bob Nodell's gyroscope. You any good with a shotgun? I'm okay with a shotgun. I've won pistol shooting competitions. I'm good with a pistol. I'm a crack shot with a rifle, to be fair. I'm good with a rifle. But when it comes to a pistol, I can shoot the eyebrows off a flea. Legit. That's what I'm good at. That's my best firearm for target anyway. Shotgun. That's what they sound like. If you're into duck hunting, you'd fucking love where I live. I've never hunted ducks, but where I live, oh my God, so many natural blinds and everything. It's amazing. Good to see you, Della. Hope you're doing really well. Anyway, lads and lassies, there we go. That is the pin that's not up for grabs. It's not like a competition or anything. I'm going to put this pin now on this hat so that I don't lose the fucker. Excuse my hair now. It's just all over the place. I haven't been putting product in my hair lately because it's been kind of making my hair all dry and itchy. I need to get a haircut tomorrow though. Fuck this. You see here now. Right, so there it is. I'll leave it on here for now so I don't lose the fucker. Oh, wait. We'll take a vote. Let's take a fucking vote. No way you don't have a reindeer hide. What are the chances of that? My hair is not that shiny today. Usually my hair is lush. It's very dry today because I was out in the cold all day with the wind rattling through my hair, cutting fucking timber. I nearly cut my bastard toe off today. My axe, I've got a big axe, right? And I shouldn't have been using it for cutting the way I was cutting. It's a felling axe. It's a German felling axe. It's a big fucker. And my back was starting to get tired and I was fucking hammering this tree. And it was just, you know, when you get that tree that just won't give in. And I'm fucking swinging this thing. Oh, man, it just skipped off the tree and just been right next to my foot. What a fright, man. But anyway, yeah, so I was cutting timber, playing with my wood all day. I just remembered I have this, right? Oh, say hello to Eric for me, Christina. So this is a miniature Mammy's Battle Spoon. So what I'll do is this will be the trade. So this and the pin, and you tell me what you want to trade for it, and we'll do a trading up thing. And if you're interested, I would love to get like a little video from you guys or something like that. It'd be fantastic. It'd be absolutely cool. A mounted buck. What the fuck is that? Oh, yeah, signed by my mom. Yeah, I'll get a video of my mom signing this tomorrow. How about that, guys? That would be so cool. Yeah, good idea. I will get my mom to sign this tomorrow. And I'll put that in with the pin as well. And oh, he loves the opening music. That's awesome. I love to hear that. I'll say it to my mom tomorrow. I might be able to get another few of these and just send some out to people if you'd like. It'd be a bit of fun. Once I get paid next week, I'll be able to buy a few of these and pay for shipping, and I'll just send it out to a whole bunch of you. I get like 5 of them or whatever I can kind of afford next week. I'll fucking get a whole pile and send them out. That'd be fun. Get mom to sign them and everything. G'day, Demon from Australia. Damn it, I don't have my Akubra hat in here. I have a kangaroo over there. That's about as Aussie as you get, like, isn't it? I mean, literally, like, they don't... Well, technically, there are kangaroos native to other parts of the world than Australia. Papua New Guinea have 3 kangaroos. So there you go. A fraud at her hide, but they're so thin. I love that. Oh, JL, you're one of the smartest human beings I know. Hey, JL, you want to come on the show tomorrow? That'd be fucking great, crack. Possibly. I'm not sure that I will be streaming tomorrow. I endeavor to stream every day for the rest of this fucking month, but that might not happen. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, guys, 11 p.m. I gotta go to bed. I'm gonna have a shower instead of a bath, so after running out of time, I'm gonna bounce into bed, and then I will catch you all tomorrow. Keep those emails coming in. Don't worry if I don't respond. I'll let you know how we go. Anyway, talk to you later, guys. Sláinte.